Morning. Hello, everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you all.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you well.
Please, can you hear me, everyone?
It seems the network on your side is not good because we can hear you very well.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Abdulakim Yusuf Ademola. I'm Intel OneAPI student ambassador for the University of Ibadan. So we are going to be discussing about Intel AI Tiber Developer Cloud, Intel Tiber AI Developer Cloud.
Please Spotify has not put a video. Just like it will. See, you can now you want to video of the song. Oh, that's cool. But I don't see the point. Since they already put those
So,
images. Yeah.
Intel Developer Cloud is a platform whereby for those of us who are interested in machine learning or who are into machine learning, So we're very interested in what we'll call a cloud-based technology. So Intel Tiber Developer Cloud is the fit for us to use for training our models, for large language model, for creating RAG application, that is retrieved augmented application. So the Intel Tiber Developer Cloud is open to everyone. As a student, we are open to join the Intel Tiber Developer Cloud for your training of model, for training model. So for training model and for prediction, for those of us for creating, you can use the Intel Tiber Developer Cloud with the access to AI PC or your GPU compute or SQL++, DPC++. So these are the steps for you to get into Intel Tiber Developer Cloud. You click on the link here, that is cloud.intel.com.
Guys, what do you think we can do?
So let's click on it and let's see what it brings out.
Like what else? Like normal choir we do. What else? Drama. Well, who would do drama? I was thinking of it to do study, so I don't think it's possible for them to do any drama.
Okay, it's still loading.
Let me reach out to him.
So, so this is Intel Tiber AI Cloud. So I want to know if every one of us has, if you are there with your PC, please cloud.intel.com, please click on it. Have everyone click on it? Hello, everyone. Are you there? Are you there?
Yes, we are. Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, if you can hear me, can you hear me, everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you, sir.
Can you hear me? Okay. I think, can you see my screen?
No,
Can everybody see my screen?
no, no, no. No, we can't.
Can you see my screen, everybody?
No, we can see your screen.
Can you see my screen?
No, I can't see your screen.
Okay.
Cloud.com. Where now?
Can you hear me? Hello, can you all hear? Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me? Please, you can mute yourself and talk, please, if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Let me share my screen again so that you can. So, can you all see my screen? So I said, if you want to sign in, if you want to create an account, creating an account. So you're going to you go to the Intel Developer Cloud, that is cloud.intel.com. Then you click on Get Started. After clicking on Get Started, then you register for a standard account by completing the standard registration form. So you can now log in via the Intel Developer Cloud landing page, catalog in the Intel Developer Cloud portal. So this is the home landing page. There is account registration, there is login, there's news update, there's account types, FAQ session. Then there's also this documentation page, which has the feature of guides, tutorials, references, support, release notes. Then we also have the cloud portal, that is the account admin, quick start homepage, service instances, hardware catalog, the software catalog, the training catalog. Then you have the service desk, which has the knowledge base, the community support, ticketing, 24/7 support, dedicated SRE team. So when you are registering for the Intel Developer Cloud, you have to make sure that you don't use a temporary email domain to register. So you can either use your student email or your work email. Then you should all know that the users located in China cannot register for an Intel Developer Cloud user at this point in time. So if a new user who has not registered for the Intel service, you have to click on the new user account creation so that you can start as a new user. And if you're an existing user, you can use any other Intel services following the existing user account. So this is the interface for the Intel Developer Cloud, the Tiber AI Developer Cloud. You have the sign in, get started, then you subscribe. You click subscribe for standard tier to create a new account. Then you create a new account. After creating a new account, you are going to verify your email. Then they're going to send the code to your email. Then you create, copy the verification code. Then you click it, put it on your on this portal, on this dashboard here. Then you create an account. From there, then you can now enroll in for the Intel Developer Cloud Standard Program. So then you can enroll for that. Then you are now accepted into the Intel Developer Cloud Standard Program Access. So for those who are existing user accounts with other Intel Service Access, what they can do is you're going to click on already a member, you just sign in, put your email, then you get the cloud console, you click on choose standard, then you enroll for the cloud developer class standard program, then you click I accept, then you are welcome. So Intel Developer Cloud, when you want to redeem your cloud credit, this is optional for developers. So there is this home page that you're going to. So you go to the cloud console. From the cloud console, you can now go for your cloud credit. Then you get a coupon code. You put the coupon code here, you redeem it, and you click on the redeem. Then you can now have your cloud credit. So we are going to the Intel Developer Cloud Training Catalog. This is the training and workshop catalog for individual. If you want to practice or you want to have a training or workshop, this is the catalog whereby you can have access to several workshops. So the training catalog, it has several workshops which is available on it. We have the AI Kit XG Boost, predictive modeling. You have a heterogeneous programming using data parallel extension for AI and HPC, human performance computing. And you have the one for machine learning using the OneAPI. There is also OpenMP. There is also performance, portability, and productivity. There's also the essentials of SQL language. Then if you want to migrate from NVIDIA, that is from CUDA to C++ with SQL, then you can now click on your Launch Jupyter Lab. So this is the one-click Jupyter notebook for SSH access, single sign-on. So this is, you click on your Launch Jupyter notebook, then you launch this SSH access. You launch using SSH access. Then this is for the hardware catalog. So for setting up your secure access, you can go to the key, this key here, to secure your access to get a key that you can use. And this is the name, the key name. You can put in the key name here. Then you upload the key. So if you want to deploy and access the hardware platform, what this way you're going to do, you go to the hardware catalog, you click on the hardware catalog, then you have the available platform, whichever one that you want to use. Then you can now move to the instance configuration, which if we are using the small virtual machine Intel Xeon 4th generation scalable processor, you can use it. Then you name your instance name here, then you get a public key that you can then now launch. So if you have any help or you need any support, this is the where you can get your help, support, their community. We have the knowledge base, as we all have now. If you need any, have any issue, you can just put your issue on the Intel community, which we have created for every one of us. You can put your any issue that you have, then it's going to be forwarded to Intel Intel AI engineers for solution. So there's Intel Developer Cloud, Intel Community. Then you can have your support requests. So thank you so much. And then we're having the next one, that is the introduction to DPC++. Then before we start the introduction to DPC++, I would like us to go to the. So let's move on. Let's go to the. Okay. So if you want to, you can now move in, you can sign in or create an account. So you can either sign in or you have your single user passcode. Then you click on sign in. So I think currently the Intel Tiber AI Cloud is currently on upgrade. It's currently on upgrade, so you can later access it later. So, but if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and you can ask a question. Before we go to the next session, which is introduction to DPC++. Fatima, I can see your hands off. You can move on to ask your question. Please, let's ask our question, please. We can ask our question. Okay. Is there no question? I think no one has a question now. So let's move on to introduction to DPC++. So introduction to DPC++ plus compiler, including OneAPI toolkit. API toolkit is a library for developers whereby you can access a lot of functions. As we have the compiler for CUDA for NVIDIA, so the one for for Intel is OneAPI. So in this session, what we are going to cover, is the SQL or the DPC++ and why it exists. We look at the brief overview of programming concepts, then getting the toolkit installed and integrated with IDE, then how to select a device, how to create a device buffer or resources, then accessing the on-device buffers or resources, then parallel for loops of n-dimensionality, then retrieving data from device buffers and implementation of Mandelbrot plots using DPC++. So what is SQL or DPC++? SQL is a programming language standard developed by the Kronos group designed for heterogeneous compute accelerators such as the GPUs, then FPGAs, and high core count CPUs. So what SQL allows you to do is it allows you for the development of SIMD style algorithms alongside more traditional CPU code in the same source files and the compilation with the same compiler. As you know that the SQL supports standard ISO C++, allowing it to be very flexible and more appropriate for a broader range of applications than other heterogeneous compute APIs. So SQL can be thought of as a coder-like system of programming in which kernel are defined and then executed on the target device. So the programming concept of SQL++ and DPC++ we have the variables which is declared in the kernel function scope using ISO C++ syntax, then the local to the specific thread of execution. You have the read and write permission, which the buffers can help you to create, is created in the host code. For you to have access, you must require accessors to be made with read and or write permissions and can be backed by host memory, then copied to device. It can also be multi-dimensional. So the accessors is declared in the command buffer, It also allows for access to buffer and can specify read-only or write-only or both as access modes. Then the kernel is declared on the host code, executed on device, can access buffers through accessors created in command buffer scope. It exists alongside device code in same source file and can be multidimensional in execution. So the data transfer is handled automatically by default and can be handled explicitly if desired. So data copied back to host memory backing buffer upon destruction, and at times can be a bottleneck in some scenarios, so to be avoided if possible. So if you want to install the OneAPI toolkit, so for this presentation, we only use the compiler integrated with VS 2022. So for the compiler to successfully integrate with VS 2022, the desktop development with C++ package must be installed as part of the VS 2022 installation. So if you're unsure of the compatibility, you can open the VS installer and modify install to ensure required components are present for OneAPI toolkit integration. So for this session, we'll be using the Intel's OneAPI toolkit, which integrates with the VS 2022 and VS 2019. So to get these toolkits, you are going to follow the steps. So the QR code here, you can scan the QR code, top right. Then after scanning it, then I can scroll down to featured software tools. Then you click on OneAPI toolkit. So you can also click on the toolkit here. You scroll down. Then so you scroll down, then towards this inside each toolkit, you select download on base toolkit. Then you follow through with the options presented here. So then you install all component of the base toolkit. Some of the other libraries that you need in addition to Intel's OneAPI toolkit is the OpenCV. You can download the OpenCV from opencv.org. Then you install the library somewhere and ensure you properly link it with projects. So this is where we are going to stop for today. If you have any question, please you can move forward to ask your question. So does anyone ask a question? Okay, Fatima, please you can ask your question. Fatima, I can see you raising up your hand. Please, you can ask your question. You can unmute yourself. Hello, Fatima. Are you there, Fatima? Okay. So, does anyone have a question to ask? So, thanks to Okay. Thanks to people I especially thank Ms. Badijo Prosper, that's the chair lady of the IEEE. Then Isa Abdul Majid as the president of International Veterinary Student Association, and Obeida Abdul Wasi, that's the general secretary of the Society for Petroleum Engineering Students, University of Students branch, and I will never forget the president of Agricultural and Environmental Engineering, that's Fatima Oladili, for this collaboration, for this event to come up. So we'll be looking forward to have more session physically, and would like us to join us. I know that we are facing some constraints, one or two others, for those who were not able to join us, either light or not having access to PC. So thank you so much. If you have a question, please you can ask before we conclude the session. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to share the slides with us on the community WhatsApp group, so that we can all have access to the this presentation slide. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this session. Thank you so much. We really appreciate every one of us for joining us. We appreciate IEEE. We appreciate agricultural and environmental engineering. We appreciate Society for Petroleum Engineering, and IFSA, that's International Veterinary Student Association. So we are going to end and conclude the session. So we are going to, I will send the slides to us to join, to have, we are going to have access to the slide on the community group. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day.